place. Reski Yusuf is right there. Kunatate, well, he's left it late, but the number 8 is coming good. He's up in 4th. He might even be 3rd. He could be 2nd with a bit of slipstream. At the inside, Kunatate. It is exactly the same top 3 as yesterday. Here with a lap and a half to go. Kataro and Takashi looking to try and come through as well. Does so P5. Up at turn 5, P3, so 2 seconds between 1 and 2. That's done and dusted. All eyes on this battle for second.
Yeah, absolutely. All eyes on this battle for the remaining 2 spots on the podium, and it's anyone's game really out of the riders from second down to P11. So a lot of these riders, of course, didn't finish on the podium yesterday, going to be hungry for podium success today. And of course, we've got turn 12 to go for the penultimate time coming up. There's your live championship standings. A reminder of Shishiki race winner yesterday, but we're going to be focusing on race 2 only at this moment in time. Turn 12 for the penultimate time.
Oh, badly. Oh, dearie. Oh, bit of a knock-on effect there. That was the 14 of Irfan shouldering, I think it was Pranata out the way. It was indeed. So on to the last lap. The Moto 4 Asia Cup guys are absolutely elbows out. Last lap time then. Let's see what we've got here. Tashiki it is with a 2-second advantage to 16. Flashes through the shot. He beat Kunatate in the last lap fight yesterday. He's got the measure of him today. Kunatate's got his own fires to put out in race 2. Here, coming through, Tagashi. He's up the inside at the moment. It is a Japan 1, 2, 3. Where is Bintang Pranata going? Oh, dearie me, got that all wrong. Somehow drifted into the corner, blew the apex, and they all came out a bit on their wheels as they come through the second sector up down towards turn 4.
Yeah, Fleming not happy in the background there on the number 10 machine. I think he lost out big time there. He got forced out wide through no fault of his own down at turn 3, getting pretty messy. But up at turn 4 already. That's brave, hanging it around the outside at turn 4 on the number 11. Tagashi really wanting to keep that second place, but he's not for now.
That was a disaster. I think that's Reski Yusuf who's gone down to number 22. It is indeed who has gone down. That's at turn 5. He just tagged the back. I don't know who it was. It could have been Kunatate. We'll have to wait and see. We'll get a replay, I'm sure. But Reski Yusuf is out of action on this final lap. A shame for the young number 22. Coming through then, this is the 14 of Irfan and Tagashi. It's going to be head-to-head here to see who is going to take the silver medal, who's going to take the bronze. The gold is all wrapped up, barring Act of God, by Hayato Tashiki, who is the number 16, who is leading the charge. But look how tight it is over the fight for P2. Irfan has got it done, surely, unless Tagashi is able to get it to the line. It is a win for Tashiki, who doubles up in Buriram at the start of the season. Irfan takes second for his first rostrum, and Tagashi likewise joining on the podium. 5 different podium finishers out of a possible 6 in the opening 2 races. But it's Hayato Tashiki who, in the same as race 1, doubles up and takes P1 across both races here in Thailand. Bintang Pranata, after all of his sideways colour and movement down at turn 3, comes home in 4th place, and yesterday's P2 finisher Waku Kunatate completes the top 5.
Yeah, brilliant ride then from Shishiki. Once again, like he did yesterday, as we mentioned, was able to pull the pin in the latter stages, but ultimately no one was able to go with him. Yesterday it was Kunatate who was able to cling on to the coattails of the number 16, but absolutely no chance of that today. Over 2-second victory in any class really is a healthy margin, but especially in the Moto 4 Asia Cup. That is a job well done from Shishiki. Doubles up here in Thailand, fantastic stuff, untouchable in the latter stages. And as we just cut to Irfan, on the 14, got shuffled down the order, didn't he, in the last couple of laps, but did well to rebuild and get back up. Started on the front row, of course, here, and he's backed it up with a podium, and we're really pleased with that.
It makes the championship very interesting as well. Okay, Tashiki has come away from Buriram with a double, and the opposition is perhaps not as consistent behind, but 5 different podium finishers straight out of the box here in Thailand. I can't wait to get to Qatar and see exactly how we go there. Lusail is always giving us great racing, just like here in Buriram. It's a bit more a slipstream city, I've got to say, over there in the Middle East, but Hayato Tashiki, fantastic this weekend. Kabir Irfan second, as we said. Kataro Tagashi there in third. They rolled it out a little bit at the end, did Tashiki, the number 16, and Tagashi. It was a 46.8 though from Kabir Irfan, who set his personal best lap on his final flying lap. pace right to the end, but he'll be annoyed that perhaps he didn't go with Tashiki earlier doors.
Yeah, I think a lot of the riders will be, fairly annoyed about that, but sometimes the race just doesn't come to you when you want it to, and Shishiki placed himself well, got the lap time in on a couple of laps when it mattered most, and ultimately that's what allowed him to gain half a second up to a second, and once the gap at the lead, once you're in the lead gets gone over a second, it's very, very difficult to be able to reel people back in when you've got obviously riders behind who are trying to do the same thing as you. But great to have 5 different podium finishers in the opening couple of races. Really sets us up nicely for the rest of the season. A lot of riders here, as I mentioned during that race, look like they've obviously made a step from last year or have come into the class and hit the ground running straight away, which is great to see. Obviously a whole load of mix of nationalities, which we always get in Moto 4 Age Cup as well. So not a bad first weekend of racing.
Not bad at all, and we're back at it as well. I think the cobwebs have finally blown off for us in terms of the name pronunciation front, and also identified who is who. This was, I think, on the final lap. This was the race winning overtake. Okay, yes, because we have number 16 of Hiratu Tashiki. This is how we got it done. Down in towards turn 4. I thought we were going to get a look at the incident there down at turn 5 on the final lap involving Reski Yusuf. I'm sure we will get a look at it. This is the Bintang Penata sideways. God, dearie, that was close to a spear tackle down there up the inside at turn 3. And next we should be seeing the incident at turn 5. Here it is. Reski Yusuf is just coming up the inside. It is of Kunatate, and just gets his nose cleaned out, and down he goes.
Yeah, that's going to be considered a racing incident, I'm sure, down at turn 5, and this is